host of Timcast, Tim Pool. It seems like they want some sort of civil fracture, Tim. Do they?
It seems so. Now, I don't want to say at the highest levels Democrat politicians want to foment civil war, as I often talk about, but they're beholden to their constituents. So we have a mayor suggesting the police should now be fighting federal agents, which is horrifying. But it's actually quite simple. ICE agents are out on the ground across the country because I asked them to be, because you asked them to be, because the American voter said immigration is a top issue for us. We want Republicans in office. We want Donald Trump in office. And we want this problem solved once and for all. So what are we seeing? Violent extremists who oppose our democracy and the will of the people. That video you showed where they put the tow rope and rip out the weapons locker, that's not the only one. There were other vehicles they ransacked. There's a video purporting to show a man stealing what appears to be a rifle from a federal vehicle and ammunition, as well as patches, tourniquets, and other objects. This is not a protest. This is not a riot. These are political extremists, and it's overt terror. I'll tell you when it upgrades to terror, when these people are reading the names of the agents on camera, which they did after they ransacked the vehicle, after they leaked their names, and apparently went and found their private vehicles. So we're at a whole new level. And Jesse, I used to go on the ground all the time. I covered tons of these protests. I've been personally attacked and assaulted by many of these extremists. I have never seen this level of extremism. I mean, we've seen fire bombs, we've seen broken windows. But to ransack federal vehicles and steal their weapons. So let me say this about what happened to Renee Good. You may have seen the video immediately following the moment where she dies. And it's tragic. I wish it didn't happen. But you hear her lover say, "Why were you using real bullets?" There's two different people here. There's two different groups. You've got your political extremists, and they radicalize your liberal ICE mom, your run-of-the-mill suburban mom who doesn't really understand what they're being asked to do. And these women, they've gone out to your protest where they wiggled their little flags and their signs, and they said, this policy is bad and that policy is bad. This is something different. The extremists are advocating that these middle-aged women show up to federal law enforcement operations where armed federal agents are seeking out criminal cartels, murderers, rapists, child traffickers. And they're wondering why these ICE agents are apprehensive and armed with lethal munitions. They are not prepared for this, and I fear it will get worse.
No, I mean, they're crash test dummies, and I'm not calling them dummies. I'm just saying they're being used like crash test dummies. They're naive, they're untrained, they're just not cut out for this. You've been on the streets and you can see the difference. You look at Minneapolis and then you look at a city like Memphis. So Memphis, run by a Democrat mayor in a red state, but they agreed to cooperate. They have backup by the locals. It's not a sanctuary. And they're picking up bad hombres left and right. There's no rebellion. It's done professionally. And no one's gotten hurt. And they go after the worst first. Why can't that be the model? Why does it have to come to this type of violence?
You know, I don't want to call it a non sequitur, but the Greenland thing, I think, really exemplifies no matter what Trump does, he is wrong. And that's really what it is. The Democratic politicians are going to say ICE is wrong to enforce the law. They're wrong to stop these narco gangs, these rapists, these criminals, and general illegal immigrants. And when you see how Trump is simply negotiating for Greenland and they tell him he's wrong on that one, too, I throw my hands up. We voted for immigration operations, and your point is astute. In areas where there's agreements and they cooperate, it's clean, safe, and the job is done. But in these particular areas, what do we get? A judge aiding and abetting a man who beat his wife to helping him escape and getting convicted for it. We can't function this way.
No, I mean, the country cannot function if you have little carve-outs of chaos in major cities and states where agents can't go in and enforce federal law. That's when the country collapses, and hopefully it doesn't come to that. Tim Pool, great to see you as always. Insightful analysis.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.